Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Everly Junior, and if you're new here, karibu sana, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for sticking with me. As always, I love you, appreciate you, and thank you so much. And do kindly share with your friends, share with your family, share with your bosses, share with your exes. Okay, I'm joking. Share with just everyone. So once again, I'm here just to discuss about the 14th nanny, and I know this nanny drama, and it's interesting how many people are watching these episodes. And I know it's as much as I've been through the most, I feel like I've experienced a lot, and it has taught me a lot. With experience comes wisdom, and so I've really learned a lot over these experiences. So unfortunately, with the 14th nanny, she just, what happened is, there's this friend of mine who lives around here, so who told me about her, and she was like, okay, I think you can refer her to you. I've seen she's nice, she doesn't have a lot of issues and all that. So I was like, okay, why not, and we actually talked. She came for the interview, and she seemed really nice and very focused and really wanted the job, and was like, okay, why not? And so she came. We agreed on a certain date. So I think one of the red flags was that she was supposed to come at a later date, but she just came by surprise. One day she just comes knocking at my door in the morning. We were even asleep in the baby. So I didn't know what to make of that. So I was like, okay, maybe, I think so. I feel like in retrospect, I feel like maybe she was even chased from where she was before. So I'm not so sure about that, because she told me that she left and she was waiting for the payment in the other place she was in. So yeah, she just told me, yeah, like she decided to just come earlier. So I don't know about that. So I was like, okay. So she came in, and day one we got along really well, and so we everything was okay. I didn't see any issues with the baby as well. And then I just feel like she got a bit restless at night, because we delayed a bit, so we kind of slept a bit late. So I felt like she just changed, her mood just changed, and for me that was, I don't know, I didn't like the way she handled it. And then she just went, she just became weird. I think because she was tired. I don't know, but I felt like she could have been, maybe like she could have told me, I'm really tired, let me just sleep, and then I'll been okay. But now she just changed, so I was like, okay. But I was like, let me just see how it goes. So day two, hey, that's when she she left the gas open, and it's by chance that my baby was feeling hungry. So that's why I went and rushed to shut the gas and open the windows and all that. I think I explained it in the other video. So that's what happened. And so that was, and imagine it was almost 2 hours. So for me that was just a bad experience, and I didn't want to go through that again. Of course I told her about it. Sorry about the noise. Of course I told her about it, but it's like she didn't see the seriousness of that. So I really felt bad, and I was like, no, I don't know. And then she was very relaxed. Actually, the next day, I think it was this Friday, that same day when she left the gas open at night. Now during the day, I remember she didn't wash all the clothes, and imagine they're not even a lot. They're just few laundry for my baby and me. So as in, she left, she didn't finish mine, she didn't even start mine, she just did the baby's laundry. And then she was like, I'm tired, I don't know, I'm just feeling so tired, and I'm not sick, but I'm just I'm not in the right mood for washing. Imagine, that's what she said. And I was like, okay. So I think that was another red flag. So later on she changed her mind. I think towards the evening, that's when she decided now to wash all the clothes. Yeah. So that's how it was. And so everything was just, every day I was always complaining, like there was always something she was doing, she was messing up, and it's like she didn't feel like, she wasn't psyched up for the job for some reason. I don't know. One day she had talked a big talk, so it was like we were in conflict, and we were like always at loggerheads. She's not doing what she's supposed to do, and she's doing so slowly. Like she would take so long to do the laundry. Like one time she started from morning up to 4 p.m. Imagine, still doing laundry. And so I have to pick up and just do every other thing. So I just don't like it when it's like you're left with everything. Like you just find yourself like, it's like even you're better off on your own. Like you can even handle things better on your own without help. I didn't like that feeling. So that's how she was. And of course I just got bored. Like I just switched off. Once I'm just bored with someone, I just switch off. I don't even talk, I don't even complain. I just look at you, because I'm like, you knew you're coming here for work and you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not blending with the baby. Actually, the baby would cry every time I leave I go somewhere, she would cry, and it was so sad. Like I didn't like it, so it was driving me insane, and I didn't like it. And then she used to put this voice like, Sasa, like I'm like, what are you saying? So I had to like tell her to repeat herself a lot, and then I feel like she was pretending, because now whenever she would talk on phone with, I think, the boyfriend or something, she would talk in a big voice, like very, and then laugh, and I don't know what, so I was like, I felt like she was pretentious for doing that, so I just didn't like her. And Sasa, now the whole, my baby crying and crying, and I was like, this is a major red flag. Like even sometimes I just had to go with her the places I had to go. I couldn't just leave her, because I didn't feel secure enough to leave them alone together. So I just tried to just see how it would go, but I think at this point I was just done. Like I had checked out. I just wanted to just find the right moment to just send her away. So there was this thing I had to do, so that's why I was trying to buy time and just do it, because I needed a bit help at that time. So when that time came, I remember like I had to step out and go. Yeah, so when I went for like a bit, I think 2 hours. So when I came back, imagine I didn't find them. Like I come home, nothing. They're not there. Like I was so pissed off. And don't forget, like she's been doing things to piss me off. She's been just dragging herself, not doing things the right way, messing up. And actually, she did the gas thing twice. She did that. She left the gas on twice. But the second time, she didn't leave it for so long. I noticed it quickly, so I switched it off. So it was really annoying. Like I was just like, I don't know. And you can imagine the way it's expensive with this economy. It's expensive. It's just scary. God knows what could have happened. I thank God for just protecting us and giving us divine protection, because I don't know what could have happened to us. So I give all the glory to God. So yeah, that's how it was. Like now I didn't find them, so I was furious. I just came to the rooftop, and I was like, I bumped into a neighbor who told me that she had seen them out of the like apartment, imagine. So I don't know where she had taken it, and I don't usually allow people, my nannies, to take the baby out. I don't feel comfortable, like if they walk out of the apartment and out there, I don't like it at all, especially her, because she was very careless. I was so worried, so I didn't know what to do. I just breathed in and out. And then now my neighbor was the one who spotted them coming back into the gate. So she was like, they're coming at least. So they came back. I just took my time. I breathed in and out, and then went back to the house. So I'm telling you, like, I was just like, don't ever do that again. Don't ever try that again. Please don't ever do that again. So it's like she was scared, but I don't know. I just feel like she didn't care. And then my baby was just there she was actually scared, like, what's going on, I think this whole thing is just traumatizing to her, and I feel so bad. So I just felt so bad. Like I didn't even want to talk. I didn't want to talk to her. I didn't want even to, I don't know, I just didn't want anything to do with her. So that's when I decided I'm not going to even struggle with her, like just because I need help or anything. Let me just struggle on my own. Let me do things on my own, even if my baby, like, as in, I will just manage. We'll just manage, no matter how hard it may be. We'll just manage. So that's when I decided to just let her go the next day. Yeah, we woke up early. I woke up early, and then I just told her, I don't think this is working, so I'm just releasing you. And she wasn't even shocked. I think she was just waiting for that moment that I'll be able to let her go. So yeah, that's how it was. And imagine, she just packed. And so the funny part is when she was packing, she was, as usual, she's dragging herself. Then she called that certain, I think, boyfriend, and she was like, let me say in Swahili and then I'll translate it to English. Mimi nimeacha kazi, narudi nyumbani, naenda kutembelea watu, ati nimeacha kazi. And then I felt like shouting. I felt like being petty. I felt like shouting, I've fired you. You've not left the work. You've not left the job. I've fired you. So yeah, imagine. So I think she was just a liar. Like, she would lie about things, and sometimes say, oh, the baby didn't cry. Even when I asked her, oh, no, the baby didn't cry. She just cried when you came back. Of course it was a lie. Like, she just lied, and I just didn't like it. Yeah, I don't think she she was interested in the job, because the way she was acting, she wasn't interested at all. So that's how she left. And I was like, yeah, I didn't even want to talk. I didn't want to tell her all the things she had done. I just, just leave, please just leave. That's the door. I opened the door for her. Just, yeah, go. I didn't even tell her safe journey. That was that. So she left, and yeah. And so now I won't talk much about my number 15, but yeah, like, let me just chill and see how it goes. So mama hupitia. Oh, I forgot to translate. So when she was talking on phone, she was saying to the guy, the boyfriend, like, she's left the job and she's going home back to visit her people. And of course it's a lie, because I had fired her, so she was trying to make it seem like she was just traveling, like she's just weird. And then she's laughing on the phone. I'm like, until at one point I had to tell her, like, to rush, to just hurry up and just leave, because she was taking so long. She's just dragging herself, and I didn't want it to get to a point where she says, oh, it's too late, I can't be able to travel back home, because she lives far. So I really wanted it to be like really early in the morning, so that she can be able to get back home on time. As much as we were at loggerheads, I wanted her to be safe. I don't want to be responsible for anything if anything happens. So anyway, so let me give you a few tips that I've learned about this whole nanny thing. One thing I've learned is to just be yourself. Don't try to be someone you're not. If you're like me, you're not so tough, you're not so bossy, just don't try to be someone you're not. Like, okay, set your boundary and make the person know that they can't cross your boundary, and for them to be professional, and for them to be serious about their work. And also just lay down what you like from the beginning, because once they settle in, it will be hard for you to now tell them, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that. I like this, I love that, I don't like this. Just tell them from the word go. And if they do something to upset you, or if they do something that you don't like, just correct them in a nice way, in a calm manner. Then also just be nice to them, be human to them. They're also human. So just, if you can do nice things for them, do it, but don't go overboard. That's what I've learned. Like, don't go overboard, over and beyond, because just treat them professionally. That's what I've learned. And another thing is also just don't lose yourself. As much as you've gotten a lot of nannies like me, you've experienced a lot of hardships with nannies, don't lose yourself. Don't beat up yourself thinking you're the problem. No, you're not the problem. Just know that it was not your fault. You didn't do it by purpose. Like, it just happened to you, and maybe you were not lucky enough to get a good nanny. So just don't take it to heart, and just correct. If you feel like maybe there's something you need to change on yourself, maybe you can be too harsh, maybe you need to work on your delivery. Tell them, I need this done, but tell them in a nice, calm manner, so that they can be able to just receive it. Also, when you're, let's say, now maybe you reached the point that you need to chase away your nanny. Okay, not chase away, like fire your nanny. Do it in a way that you don't want to put yourself in danger as well, because you don't know, like, what someone could be thinking. Maybe they can get upset. They're like, why is she doing this? So what I usually do, sometimes I even put the knives away. I put anything that might be a weapon away. I know it's extreme, but it's good to be safe than sorry. So I usually put it away. And then if you can find someone to come to just help you, like to be there for you, like a security, then do it. And then, like, do it in the morning when they have time to leave, and for them not to even have, when you tell them maybe at night, they have all the time to, maybe, God forbid, if they're thieves, some of them can be able to steal, so they may be able to take a few things, and or maybe damage a few things because of anger from you firing them. So I always feel like it's good to tell them in the morning. So, and you just be there so that you can see, them leaving. Like, the ones I've had, fortunately, they told me to check their bags. So I was like, okay, let me just check. Yeah, so they were like, they didn't want me maybe to say that they went with anything. So I checked their bags, and yeah, they left. So make sure that you're safe, and also make sure that you pay them their dues, so that you don't have any problems. Yeah, just make sure that you just pay them, so that everything is done, and everything is you're over and done with them. And yeah, just be kind to yourself, and also be cautious. especially during the first days, especially when you hire someone. Don't just trust them fully. Like, just look at things, be sensitive towards them, like be keen on how they're doing, how they're relating with your baby, so that you'll be able to pick up on maybe if someone is not a good fit for you. Yeah, you know, many people overlook, many people assume that just because she's nice, you know, maybe she's quiet, actually she's nice. You know, you don't know what that person is thinking because you've never really gotten to talk to them, you've never really interacted with them. Yeah. So yes, I think I just wanted to maybe summarize on that, and maybe hopefully if I can get people to just come and share, maybe one day I'll be able to just interview someone to come and talk about the experiences with nannies, good experiences as well, because I don't want to discourage, especially new moms who want to get nannies. There are good nannies out there, and I'm so sure, as in, God has a plan for you, and if He desires for you to get a good nanny, He will definitely send a good nanny your way. So I don't want to discourage anyone out there from getting nannies. So yeah, I want to also maybe get positive stories. So yeah, hopefully maybe I'll be able to share on this platform if I get people on board. So thank you so much for watching. This has been your girl, Everly Virginia, and as usual, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the love. God bless you. Until next time, goodbye.